there are no stickers. This set is sticker free. Like, we have no stickers, nothing. It's like my hairs, well, almost like my hairs, but you get the idea. You see, there is no stickers. Hey. Okay, so no stickers, so it's definitely a great set. Yeah. Now, do I like the set in itself? It's nice, but it's not symmetrical. But but you get the idea behind it. Like, there are no stickers, so yeah, it's great. But at the same time, because there are no stickers, I can't really complain. Therefore, I will need something to complain about. Well, it's not symmetrical, so I can complain about this. Did I just lose a beast? No, I saw nothing. Hello everyone, this is me, Attack, and we have an empty table. Yes, because this is the new Lego. I had people which complained that I was no longer doing any Lego Star Wars. Therefore, I thought to myself, what can I do to do again Lego Star Wars, you know? And why not do Endor? Like, do you know the planet of Endor in Episode 6? But what if we did it, but with a bit of, modernist view? And that's where I need to thank the Lego group for this set, which they did. Yeah, it's very, very tall box. Yeah, I'm not joking, it's very, very tall box. Hey, it's pretty funny because technically, like, I'm right behind the box. Hi. I'm right behind the box. Aww. But you don't see me. You can't see me. I'm right behind the box, but you can't see me. No, and I can just play, as you may see, I can play a bit with the microphone. What am I doing? I don't know. So, yeah, don't get upset. It's not exactly Lego Star Wars, but it kind of looked like the planet of Endor. So thank you the Lego group for offering me this box, because as always, you are watching my videos, therefore the Lego group agrees to send me free box. That's a great deal. People, just continue doing this. You've been doing this marvelously. Just watch it, say that the set is just great, and like that I can get more free Lego. This is the craziest thing ever, and the best dream that any kid may ever achieve, getting free Legos. So really big thank you for this box, because in the end you made this possible. So what is this box exactly? It's basically a Lego idea. So what if you don't know, there is a platform which is named Lego Ideas, on which you can submit sets that you would like to see be made. And so some people designed a set which is pretty similar to this, and said, I want to see a tree house. And so they got enough support, and the Lego group validated the project, so they say, hey, let's do that. And so the box is there right now, and I must admit that this is a pretty fancy tree. Like, in the history of tree, we have many specificities of trees, but I think that the most charming specificity of tree, which unfortunately isn't the most exactly productive because it's not really growing, at least it's not growing on its own, it's the Lego tree house. Am I just saying a bunch of silly talks? Yes, I am, as always, but I had a certain long day, and I just want to chill and relax and just build. One thing that I just love about this is that you may see that you can change in depending on the season. And so it will be actually pretty funny to, what, I have some white leaves too, like for making if it was snowy and else. And I think that it can be pretty cool to, over the years, over the year, not the years, the year. Just put it on the background of my videos and just update it. So yeah, I'm still not used with this microphone. Like, drawing it's far away, so it's much easier because I can just move my hands. But now I'm just restricted with this thing. You know what? They should actually create a floating microphone, like something which will be floating and just. Or actually, I should have like something much higher, which just comes, like that, and which I may just catch and okay. I'm not going to joke. I mean, yeah, who don't like it? What? I thought that it was only packaged like that, but apparently there's a big box. It's so secretive. Where are the instructions? Okay, I think I found just the instructions. In there. Oh, those are lovely. Lovely instruction, like a tiny book, like a catalog. A magazine. I'm going to be honest, I just love those pieces. I just love them. So it's just one bag, but apparently there are around... Yes, because I just put everything on the floor so that it's easier to handle all the many bags. 19, actually. And those are very thin, and so it's going to be much easier and smoother than the Bugatti, which had lots of Technic pieces like this and was not symmetrical, so it was even more mess. It really was a pain to see some of the comments, because there is something in cars which are called differentials, and so people thought that I didn't understood what the thing in the middle between the two wheels was, which is the differential, and it's just like really fancy how dumb you can sound very easily on YouTube if you don't show, like, if you don't do sufficient editing so people can see what you mean exactly. So well, that is a bit frustrating, but I hope that I'll get used to it, because I suspect that as time passes, it will only become something recurrent where I'll sound very dumb. I know that I can be, I mean, in fact, I am often very dumb on some matters, but sounding dumb on matters which I wasn't. Well, at least I consider I wasn't. So it's a bit hard, you know, for my ego. This is going to be such easier build, and we obviously have a brick separator, which is very enjoyable. Things that we didn't had with a Bugatti. Therefore, as you may see, it's a very tiny build so far, but very interesting. It looks very green and very fancy until you turn it back. Then it's a bit more messy, therefore you need to cover it up. One technique I really like is how they made the tree. So obviously the tree is very like symmetrical, but what I really like is how they used like a certain technique for just, you know, making you able to put those plates there, and it's pretty fancy. I like it. We're going to do something very fancy, as we're going to use chains in Lego for a set that apparently is very family friendly. I'm just wondering what is it going to look like. Okay, so we're just going to put the chains like this. You know, are we certain that this is something which is family friendly and not some kind of horror house? Because with those chains, we just have to add a zombie, and you know, we can easily turn up that something into something a bit different in mind. Oh, but that is a very dark thought that I just had. Yeah, I don't know why, but chains like aren't specifically something which you put next to the word positive or happy. Generally, when you're in chain, it's something, you know, a bit negative. So why are they chains on this? You know what? Actually, we should just look at the box. So spoiler alert, why are they chains? Yeah, okay, we have chains, and that's for, you know, something on which you swing, like for kids generally. But that is still weird that they use chain for that. I mean, you see what I mean? Like you're a kid and you're just moving back and forth into the emptiness, into the air, and you're attached there, and yeah, it's just basically a seat which is waving in the air. I absolutely don't know the name in English. So apparently it's called a swing. Therefore, when I was saying that you're just swinging, it's technically right, because you're really swinging. So it's going to be a swing. You know, for me, swing until then was just the dance, like, you know, yeah, I'm very good at music, I know. And I might stop, because otherwise I will just get copyright strikes, because now it will take for eternity for having, you know, music no longer have any copyrights, or just any piece of art. In fact, it's always a pleasure, you know, to deal with the YouTube robot, which is telling you, you know what, there is a copyright on this one, and you're just saying then no, and they just say yes, and then if you don't agree with them, you're just getting your video deleted. It's just amazing the number of time where you have a private company which will try to hold copyrights over a copyright-free song. Now, obviously, what you need to know is that it's not because something is copyright-free that it's fully copyright-free, because you obviously have the copyrights of the orchestra. That's why you may need to make sure to download your music from a copyright-free orchestra. But then, even if you do that, you still have like companies which just mess up with you. And honestly, for some, and I was aware of this since maybe like 2010, since I started my YouTube channel. I had like tons of copyright strikes, and then I just decided to put my marvelous voice, and then I decided to create my own music eventually, or just use baroque, classical, and romantic music. Why am I saying that? I don't know. I just want to talk. I'm just a very talkative person when I have something which is filming me, which is right in front of me, and I have a microphone. Therefore, I can express myself with my voice. I can make vibrate the sound. I can, actually, technically, I can make the air vibrate, and this vibration will just come out of my mouth and just I don't know the word in English. That is so frustrating. That's also something which I just hate, because when you're not native English speaker, and you may be maybe Einstein if you want, but as long as you don't know and masterize the language fully, whatever you may say will sound still very much dumb. And so therefore you can be very intelligent, but when you're speaking another language which isn't your native language, it will sound very dumb. I guess that is why I sound very dumb in English, or is it because I am naturally dumb? I don't know. What is the difference, you will tell me? I don't know, no idea. And what was the point? I was talking about copyright-free music or orchestra. You know what? I no longer want to talk about this. So I basically just started the subject and I finished it, because I know that it will be boring and that I will lose you by saying, you know what, I don't care about copyright laws, and I don't care that when you have like a copyright strike, that you have to quote, and I'm not even joking, I have to quote US law. That's what I do when I reply. Or like, I had a copyright strike from an English company recently, and so I basically quoted to them the law of the United Kingdom of England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. And that was very fancy. So I didn't call the lawyer. I basically just dive into the US law, the UK law. That's just something which I just love to do on a Sunday morning when I receive an email. Oh, let me just check the laws on copyright of the United Kingdom. And also let me check the US EU Convention on Copyright. That is just so amazing. I just want to do that. That's just what I want to do on a Sunday morning when I'm just sipping my cup of hot chocolate. That's just basically something which I absolutely want to do. Who doesn't love reading some good old law? I mean, this is just so fancy. The thing is, come on, I'm going to complain because you're watching a French person in video. Do you expect this person to not complain? Impossible. Technically impossible. Therefore, I'm going to complain, because for a video to be true Republic Attack video, you always have to, a dose of complain, because otherwise it's not a real video. I hope that you get my point, and that you understand perfectly what I mean. Let us just complain. That is just something wonderful. Complain. See, the word, you're just such addicted to the word to complain. I love to complain. Or I would like to complain. But in fact, when you're asking, I would like to complain, you're not asking for authorization. You know that you're going to complain, but you're just politely informing the person that you're going to complain. I don't know if it's funny, in fact, but sometimes I just say words like Bugatti or space or pizza, and people will just tell me, haha, that is so funny, and I'm just here like saying, isn't that how you're supposed to pronounce that word? And sometimes I'm just very scared, because even for pizza, and just people hear something else apparently, that it's not pizza. And I'm just like, have I said something wrong? Have I just forgot how to say this such basic word? And it already happened that I said a word and I thought that it had this meaning, and then I'm just being told that that it doesn't have the meaning that you thought that it had. Just thinking about all the awful, very cringe or very shameful moments. Oh damn, this is some of those moments. Oh damn. Oh damn. Oh damn. And you already have like some moments which, like I was saying a word, and I thought that it was an okay word, and that it means something, and then someone told me that what you actually said was very vulgar, and the person just told me what was the actual meaning of this, and I wanted to disappear from the surface of this planet. Therefore, if you're struggling also to learn a new language, you have my many, many compassion. You have my best wishes. You maybe don't see that in the process of me editing the video, but I can actually talk a lot, quite a lot. And sometimes I just have like a long period of silence where I will just be thinking about something. And just so you know, I'm not during the entirety of my building session just talking. I think that you need to know that, because some people might think that I am very talkative, which is effectively a fact. I am very talkative. However, I'm not talking during the many hours which I'm building those Legos. Why do I say that? I don't know. I'm just losing my mind? Yes, I am. Am I just losing my mind? I should have said, actually, technically. I should just skip that part. Oh, very interesting way of doing things. So basically, you have like a piece in the middle which may easily change and turn around, and you just take it like this, and then because of the bricks you put, it's just blocked. Like you can move it a bit, but not that much. In fact, they should have made something more agile, because reality is that when there is a very strong wind, like yeah, just enjoy your audio. The trees can move a lot. Therefore, it will make sense for it to change and move a lot, isn't it? See, so we finally have our swing. Swing, 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 swing. That's the swing. That is called the swing. In case you didn't know in English, that is called the swing. I'm not saying this because I just discovered recently the term, but yes, a bit. And we just finished another book. Yeah, it's swinging a lot, as you may see. And we just have like spare parts, and I have like tons of other spare parts over time. So those are parts which you use just in case you just lost some, and because those are very tiny. And I was thought that it might be interesting to one day do a creation just out of spare parts of sets. It will be very interesting to see the result. Okay, that is so cute. Cute. As you may see, here we have a tiny bird, and we have this tiny house there. It's very cute. Well, unfortunately, the bird can't enter, because if we try to make him enter, he's stuck. But the idea is pretty good. Too bad it's too small, but you know what? This shouldn't be actually a tree house. It's not a true tree house if there isn't like a massive house for the bird. We shall need to rebuild entire this so that there's a massive house internally into the tree for the bird. Now that is very interesting. So we're just building this, which is going to be, a part of the house, and it's very, very well decorated. Like, I'm pretty impressed by the decoration they have made so far. So you have a tiny bed, and just it's really impressive. Like, I'm really impressed by the decoration that they just did. It's really fancy, shiny. Personally, I don't care about what's inside a building when I build something. Like, I will just build the entirety of the exterior, but then when it comes to the inside, I will just be like, do I really care? And so, like, most of the construction I will do will have an empty inside, or not, like, very decorated or else. But, like, I'm really impressed by how decorated it is in the end. I just really love the fact that it's on a different level, as you may see. Like, it's really, really lovely, and it's agile, and yeah, just, you can move that easily. But I have this 1x1 piece, and I have finished this new step. Yes, I have definitely finished this new step. This means, ladies and gentlemen, that somewhere there's a 1x1 which should be but isn't. And this is where you have the immense fun of looking back into the instruction in order to define what have you forgot. And I just found, no, did I find out what I forgot? No. Never mind, it's not that. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to make this set very custom set, because we're going to put this piece, and I'm going to tell you where we put this. Boom! We have added a piece, which is right there. There, I can feel it now, where my finger is. Therefore, this is a custom set. This is a custom build. Even if I follow entirely the instructions, this is a custom build because I just changed where one piece was. So I have finished the roof. Did I just speak without the microphone? Yes, I'm not used to have the microphone. Like, it's much easier for me to just push it, and when I want to talk, I'm just pulling it back. But I'm not used to that at all. Therefore, I was just talking the emptiness as always. It's not symmetrical, and therefore you may see that this house needs serious repairs. And maybe we should do, I should maybe rebuild this house and just, fix it, because it's not symmetrical at all. I mean, yeah, it's hard for a tree to technically be symmetrical, but still, it's very pleasant for things to be symmetrical. Damn, I'm just keeping to forget the microphone, damn it. What was I saying? You better have heard this one, because I'm not going to repeat this. So maybe I should improve my skill at doing those tiny details, but yeah. You wanted the microphone. That's what you deserve to have. You wanted a microphone. So here, the microphone is close to my mouth, and I'm not going to eat it. Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come. Not execute order 66. Just, the instructions are asking me to choose between the two. Technically, we're in summer, therefore I shall be using those ones. I could also argue that I can do the winter version, which involves putting none, or making the full version. And honestly, I found those much more prettier. Therefore, I think I'm going to go with that one. At the same time, it's really tempting to do the summer ones, because it will look better with all the grass, because we will need then to put, because the ground, if we do the fall one, it won't make sense with this. We'll need to put some leaves, and it will be more, brown, or, it can be fall and still very much green, but it's not the same. It will make a big contrast if we make it fall. Therefore, we're going to do summer after all. Yeah, this set has been very frustrating in terms of having to follow the instructions. I'm just telling you. I'm just precising it. So this is the result. I really like it. Like, there are tons and tons of details a bit everywhere. Maybe the ground should have been more detailed, because in the end it's a bit flat. But generally speaking, it's a set which I like. It's very good if you want to make your own construction. So like, you can just dismantle it and just make your own construction. That's something definitely to do. And yeah, I just wanted to do that. And we're just losing a ton of pieces, which I will have like great fun afterwards, just trying to retrieve them. So well, but I just wanted to spin it. It's just, in the end, it's just like, it's a swinging. It's swing. What am I doing? I don't know, but yeah, pretty good set. So I hope that, just like me, you did enjoy the building session. And as always, may the force be with you. There are tons of brown pieces, green pieces too, and a bit of blue pieces. And I don't know why I'm saying that, but yeah. So yeah, may the force be with you, and see you in another build, which hopefully shall be Star Wars build. I hope we shall see. In fact, I don't have much to say. That's why I'm just like, Okay, I've just finished it. So what? Because in the end, the real content of my videos is what I say during the time that I build. Like, I'm not supposed to just talk a lot about the set, but yeah, so the set is there. I just said what I wanted to say, and yeah, it just feels weird, but I'm going to get used to it. It's okay. It's just a weird feeling. It's going to pass. May the 4 be with you, and see you in another video. Maybe, hopefully, one may hope.